Okay, the weather has been pretty rainy and crappy in Houston for quite a while, so I needed some sun, so we picked El Paso because it was warm and sunny. So off we go to El Paso. Just a good best practice, when you get on a plane, video record your wheelchair or have someone do it for you while you're transferring into the aisle chair, so that if the airline damages it, you have evidence that the chair was fine just beforehand. Always wanting to do because the airline's right thing. And liftoff away from this rain. Alrighty, we're in El Paso, Texas still. It's got some dude on a longboard over there practicing with looks like his mother waiting at the bottom of the hill. There he goes. Oh, is he gonna make it? Interesting. Those houses over there, that's actually Mexico. The Rio Grande is about 500 feet in front of what you're seeing. So here we are at the Wilder Aerial Tramway. You get some great views of the Franklin Mountains and El Paso. And it's closed. When they're gonna open.
When is it gonna open? Okay, thank you.
What is that?
Shut down for a while. I don't know when they're gonna open.
Oh, dang. Okay, here we are on our way to the scenic overview. It's the second best thing to a good overview of the Franklin Mountains and El Paso. Darn it, it's closed also.
I genuinely do appreciate this tour of closed monument.
How's it going? Here in El Paso, we'll go have some lunch. Two of the places that we wanted to see for attractions, the gondola and the scenic overview, were both closed. Bad luck on our part, but we'll see what else is here in El Paso. See you at lunch. Beef and potato roast at the Madeleine Country French Cafe. French Cafe here in El Paso. Birds and finches. I used to have a little finch when I was little. By the way, this doesn't look like the picture on the menu. Not even close.
It's like a variant of the shepherd's pie. That's essentially what it is.
Alright, lunch was pretty damn okay. So now we're here at the Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. So let me tell you a little story about this place. It's kind of a ripoff because several years ago I was in Durango, Colorado, and I was at a Starbucks, and across the street, me and my wife saw a Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. We're like, oh, we're in the Rocky Mountains. It's gonna be authentic stuff. Let's get some chocolate. We bought a huge box, thinking that we want it to last a while. This authentic stuff. About 6 months later, we were in Orlando, Florida, where there are no mountains, and we saw a Rocky Mountain Chocolate Factory. We had gotten hoodwinked. So, but despite that, the chocolate's still pretty okay. Not as good as C's Candies out of California. So here we are, almost accidentally entering Mexico, because Judy missed the turn to go where we needed to go. That's the border right there. Yep. Phew. Escaped that one. I have a passport card.
Welcome to the United States of America.
Oh, did you hear that? Welcome to the United States of America.
Continue on I-110 north for half a mile.
Now, go into Mexico, she can say it's like,
I don't know.
you want to go.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, we're going to Chamizal National Monument. It's a park that's in dedication to how the U.S. and Mexico resolved the border dispute back in the late 1800s or early 1900s sometime.
And that wall right in front of us is the U.S. border. This is the steel barrier.
Continue on Delta Drive for 3/4 of a mile.
So the U.S.-Mexico border runs between those two flags right there, across this bridge. Okay, so now we have a problem. The flight was oversold, so we had to get back to Houston because Judy had to be back the next day. So we started scrambling. The flights for tomorrow were also full, so we decided to rent a car and drive.
Okay, so we're driving along. We're now out in the middle of nowhere, outside of El Paso, on I-10, heading east. But everything's okay because before we left Houston this morning for this what was supposed to be a day trip, I packed extra pair of socks, extra pair of underwear, extra medicine. Even though we were only going to be gone for a day, I packed medicine to last me for a few days. And extra catheters. So this is an impromptu road trip across Texas, which is a big state. 11-hour trip from El Paso to where we live. Pretty out here. It's pretty wide open and nothing here. What do you think? We're at mile marker 62. Only 750 miles to go.
So here's a U.S. border checkpoint. Even though we never crossed the U.S. border into Mexico or vice versa, they have this border patrol checkpoint set up just outside of Sierra Blanca, Texas. As you can see from the images, everything's kind of temporary, mainly because the Supreme Court has held that these checkpoints must be temporary. So this particular temporary checkpoint has been operating for over 30 years. All right, killing time at the Van Horn gift shop.
Okay, travel update nightmare. So we've made it to Fort Stockton, Texas. It's cloudy, it is rainy, it's 32 degrees, it's dark. Judy is having problems staying awake. We're drifting all over the road, like bad, and she can't get awake. But she has to be in Houston tomorrow. So that's why we even rented the car versus just staying longer in El Paso. So she cannot drive. So we're going to improvise. We're going to use the stick to my GoPro, see how long it is, as hand controls. Yes, we're actually going to do this. We're going to attempt to drive across Texas with hand controls that are really just the GoPro and a stick. The GoPro stick thing. Got it at Best Buy for $70 last year. We're going to see if that $70 was a good investment or not. So, what else to tell you? Starting to run low on catheters, but I think I'll make it. I just need to dehydrate myself. Judy is in the truck stop. I don't really know what she's doing. She's been there for a while, actually. Maybe she fell asleep on the toilet. In any event, we got quite a ways to go still. It's a big state. I'm going to rely on it being a big state to my advantage. We're going to get out here on I-10 in the middle of nowhere. There's not very many cars out there. so I should be able to just rely on cruise control. My right foot and my right foot will be cockeyed up next to the gas pedal, and my left foot will be cockeyed up next to the brake pedal. And I'll use this to follow it down my leg to the gas pedal or the brake pedal, depending on which I need, in case I need to do something that the cruise control cannot do. And this vehicle does not have adaptive cruise control, so it's going to be very interesting how this is going to work. I also do not have my tri-pin thing to put my wrist in order to steer. I can still use my hand, but my hand does not have the best, strongest grip, so I'm going to rely on the state being big and the road being largely straight for the next 600 or 700 miles. All right, I will update you at the next wherever we get gas at next. Wish us luck.
So as it turns out, the GoPro stick is not the best hand control you could have. Some consumer advice, I wouldn't recommend using this as a hand control. I'd go ahead and get the real ones if I were you. Alright everybody, thanks for watching. I really hope you enjoyed the video. If you would, give it a like. If you don't like it, hit the like button twice. And I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe to my channel as I continue to make more videos and build it up. Thank you and have a good day.